Okay, so we're recording.
Good.
We have Meili here from Jakera, and that's awesome. My name is Muriel from Freedom Lifestyles Academy, showing Meili today as the intern of Chris and Ada from Jakera, Costa Rica, how to work with GetResponse. And what I will be showing live to Meili is just how to start from scratch with a raw copy newsletter, just from a text file, on how to grab it and how to make a valuable GetResponse newsletter for everyone who will be working with Jakera's GetResponse. Are able this way to just follow up with all the tips and advice and the steps that I will be showing live. You ready, Meili?
I'm ready.
Okay, great. And meanwhile, I'm doing this, so we're just going to ignore that we're recording, and we never know who will be viewing this. Meili will be also, you will be able to ask questions while we go. Probably will be the same questions that other people will have. So this is not just me talking, but everyone can benefit from this. This is the intention. So I will start sharing my screen. Let me double check. Yes, I'm recording. My intention is to keep it about 30 minutes max, because after 30 minutes, people will start to get sleepy and it should be done just quick and fast. So share my screen. I'm gonna drag you to the top right so we can see. You can wave if you want my attention, Meili.
Yeah, okay.
And I will start logging in from scratch into GetResponse. And I will grab the email file, just the text that Meili just sent me, to use as newsletter. So everyone watching now, besides Meili, I know Meili has pen and paper. It might help to get a pen and paper and to make quick notes. I'm opening okay, so she just did great job. She just made a raw text. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna go into GetResponse. So I just logged in live, as you have seen. You should be able to see, I don't know what page you will be entering. Might be this page, might be another page. But the most important thing is that you want to go get started at your email marketing. So you have to be sure that you are logged in, right? And you will see this logo here, top right. That is the profile picture. Be sure you are logged in, because if you're working in a free episode or a free version of GetResponse, you won't be able to see what you should see. So I'm going to drag you back here. So now we are at the newsletter, the email marketing section. And to get started creating a newsletter, you just simply click on Create Newsletter. That is step one. Click on Create Newsletter. Super simple. Step two is click on Drag and Drop Email Editor. And you will be able to see this. Now, what's important is that you immediately start selecting the right email list. There are several email lists that I've created in GetResponse, but you're not going to write to everyone. This will be an email newsletter, especially for the prospects. It's the strangers who in general have entered the email list by following Jakera on Instagram, or finding Jakera on YouTube, or perhaps even by Googling, found Jakera's website. But most of all, social media will be the biggest resource where they found Jakera. So it's the prospect Jakera list. So this is the next step. I forgot how many steps we're taking. So the next step will be select the right linked list. So you scroll down and you see that there is buyers lists. You're not gonna send an email list to the existing buyers, the existing customers. You're gonna use this list. Welcome to Jakera. That's the prospect list for the Colombian and the Costa Rican prospects coming from Instagram, YouTube, website. Click it. Now you have selected the right list. Now, the next thing to double check always from the start is from who this is been sent. There are several things in here. This is like a test email, Christopher Patterson. You're always gonna select jakera@jakera.com. Meaning that if there will be replies to your email, they will be dropped in this. And this will go directly to the team of Jakera, meaning Chris and Peggy. So that's really important to check as well. Now, the next step before creating a newsletter is to create a subject line. And the subject line, if you dove a little bit into email marketing, is the most, it sounds weird if this is new for you, the most important piece of your email. Because if the headline sucks, people will never open your email. So it might sound silly, but coming up with the headline can take sometimes as the same length as duration as you took time for creating your email. Because you can have a beautiful email written, but if the headline just do not appeal to your audience, no one will open it. So just to make it simple now, we can always edit it later. I'm going to, I think you made a headline. I'm not sure. We can do something like, because I know that Meili created an email as guidance to show the reader the new website, right? So we can just make a headline referring to that. For example, have you seen our new website yet? Have you seen our new website yet? So people will know what it's about, more or less. Now you can do this the same. So the message name will be for your administration. The subject line is what the reader will see. So we're going to do this the same. Have you seen our new website yet? So this is in general the same. You can choose to personalize it. So the subscriber, they will always subscribe with their first and last name. So you can choose to personalize it here already. So they will be reading, have you seen our new website yet, Robin? If it's Robin reading. But for now, let's keep it like this. Keep it simple. Next step. So you clicked on next step. Now, this is what you always do. And we have tested email marketing over 5 years. You will be seeing many, many templates here. And I'm not saying they're wrong, they're ugly, they're awesome templates. Well, we're gonna always keep it simple to keep the deliverability high. The more pictures you add to your email, the bigger the chance is that it will be dropped into people's spam inbox. So we always gonna click start from scratch, not pre-designed templates. It's the upper left thing. So after we've clicked start from scratch, the next step is scroll down on the page that you see until you see blank template. You click use template. Click. What will pop up is a blank template, more or less blank. It pops up, you see? Now, there are several options. I'm gonna just show you exactly what I always do, the fastest way to help you make this a habit. I'm motivating you to make this a habit. You'll always start with a text. You always start with a text. Boom, you start with a text. So I double clicked on the right side text block. If you already know that you want to add a picture, for example, you're gonna perhaps use the images and the content that the team, in this case Marco, is sending in the Jakera Live group, the Facebook community of Jakera. That's like a big resource place for everyone who is responsible for the email marketing, and you know already you're gonna add pictures. just get started and make your template ready to go. And you know that you're going to probably end with a text like PS or something. Just, you can choose whatever you want. Now I'm going to delete. If you think, no, I'm not going to do a picture, just simply go to the top right of this image block, click it, and it will disappear. So let's stay for now with the text. Now I already copied the text of Meili, and I'm going to paste it. So this is like the raw text, right? It looks ugly. It is a great text, but it's not ready to send. Now, what is super important, that to stay congruent with the autoresponder email sequence that's already there. What is that? By the way, that's the pre-written email series that I've written together with Chris. He just gave permission. He feels like it is good enough. So we check the text, and to be congruent with how that text looked like, I'm going to share you a couple of steps to always apply to keep the look of your email similar. Because if people are going to see different text types and different letter, you know, how big the text is, and it's going to be different every time, people are going to get irritated. They have been tests going on like that about email marketing. That's not smart to do. So what you're always going to do, I'm going to copy everything, and I'm going to go to the text, and I'm going to choose Arial. That's the letter type we always use. I'm going to go, then is the next step, to choose the size of the letter, and I'm going to choose 15. In general, I always use 14 or 15. So it's also depending on how big someone's screen is when they're reading on, but I will stick to 15. So now we choose the letter type and how big the letters will be. Now we're going to make it beautiful. The intention of this email is to show them a specific website, and we have to create a link. We have to add a link, a URL of the website to the email after it looks a little bit more beautiful. First of all, I'm going to find the website that I want to use to refer people to in the email. So I'm going to go to Jakera.co. For now, the website link is is this. This might change. I'm not sure. It's still in development. This might be a temporary website, but that's not a problem for now, because this will be a one-time send newsletter. So after it's sent, it will not be sent again. So for today, it will do. We're just going to show people, hey, this is what Jakera does. We have booking forms and stuff and pictures and testimonials. That's the goal. So we have the URL of the website now, right? So always here, this will be the direct URL we could paste in the email. Just for all newbies who do not know what a URL is and how to redirect a link from the email to a website. Now let's get back to the email. Now we're going to create some space, just a visual. You're going to keep some space always, because let's be real, we're in a fast internet age, and most people read their emails on their smartphone while they're doing things, while they're waiting for the bus, even while they're in the car waiting for the traffic lights, while they're making dinner. It's rarely that people sit in front of their desktop, so you always want to make some space so people can read easy. So what's your plans for 2019? Maybe head over to one of the Jakera projects. See, I'm just going to make some space. Learn Spanish. You see that get response. This is awesome that this happens, Meili. You double click. Oh, so this tells me that this word has a typo. I'm going to change it. A volunteer, you write like this. I make typos myself all the time. So it's a great way to double check your written text that you write in Word. Specifically, write your text first in Word or a text document. Because why? If you work on a Wi-Fi connection that might drop out, what I do personally, and I know Meili does it in Costa Rica, sometimes we lose the internet. You might have lost everything. So write it safely, have your text documented in a text file before you work here. But you can always save meanwhile. You can just save meanwhile. Okay, so we saw that there was a typo. You recognize that when the word is redly red. What I recommend you, if you want to be sure, if you just started to write emails for Jakera, just ask Chris to read the concept before you send it out to hundreds, or in the near future, thousands of subscribers. You have to be aware that this get response email is the most important piece of the marketing of Jakera. So if you're gonna send out crappy emails, not just one person will read it, but all the subscribers, and those subscribers are the gold of the business. It's the future customers. And so just don't be shy to ask Chris, hey, can you read over my shoulder? What do you think about this post? Do you agree? And then you know how to customize it and get response, because that's exactly what I'm showing you here. So we're making some space, finding the typos, learn Spanish, volunteer and adventure. That's Jakera, your home away from home. And as you might hear, I'm reading it out loud to see how it sounds, because key for good email is that you write the way you talk, because people hate stiff emails. You know, it's boring. People will not open your emails anymore. So read it out loud. For giving you the best service possible, we set up a new website. Check it out here and learn more about our destinations. About our destinations. Costa Rica, Cuba, or Colombia. So I'm making the sentences a bit shorter, or combine all three of them in the Latin America traveling classroom space. Being involved all over the world to what's going on in being involved all over the world to what's going on in Jakera. Okay. I'm not sure if this is like I'm Dutch. For everyone who doesn't know me, I'm Dutch. And you're from Scandinavia, right? So
No.
no worries. I'm just thinking out loud. Is this proper English? But let's leave it for now. We're just gonna work through it.
It's possible that it isn't.
No, it's fine.
English.
This is normal. Perhaps the next intern is from Morocco, or I don't know. We all have to double check the language. And don't forget, Chris is Scottish, so his English is, you know, he can figure out if a sentence is weird or something. You can always ask him to reread it. Being a volunteer, join the Jakera group community on Facebook. So we're gonna link that later. First, we're gonna just make some space and find and take part of all adventures. Find our booking options here. Yeah, that's awesome. So I know what your intention is. We can direct link this sentence to the direct booking form on the website. We're gonna do this. This is great, Meili. And please contact us for any questions. This is always good, ask for reply. We are more than happy to help you find your individual program. Your individual program. Looking forward to meet you in one of the Jakera destinations, Chris and team. Okay, awesome. Now this is so funny to show you. If you go top right, no, just on the right, bottom right, you see my snippets. If you click on it, I made a couple of snippets, but there are some new things here that I don't recognize.
I think it was my test stuff.
Okay.
Sorry, I tested it.
Let me see what it is. Okay, so that's the test stuff.
Icon.
No worries, because now I can show you how to delete things. So we're gonna delete this from the snippets. So I'm gonna delete, with your permission, this.
Yeah, of course.
So it will happen. You will play around making a new snippet. I will show you in a bit what a snippet is. So it's always good to do it live. So what's this test? Another test. Okay, we're gonna delete it here.
I tested it around.
That's great. By testing, you learn. as long as you do not delete pre-written email
No.
secrets. Okay, so this is the snippets that I made. I guess there are 2 versions, 2 different pictures. So you never have to worry about this. It takes time. Snippet number version 1, snippet version number 2. It's like a, oh, that's funny. This should have another picture. Hold on. I will create a new snippet. I will show you. I create a new snippet with another picture. You can make a couple of versions. How do you create a new snippet? I just change the picture by clicking on it and go to the library of GetResponse. But after now clicking this, you see there's a sentence popping up saying save as snippet. So now we do have 2 versions of snippets with 2 different pictures. The coolest thing is that you can make a snippet with Chris's face, with Peggy's face, who are in general the people who will be writing the emails, who signature the emails. Sometimes you do a group picture. If we're gonna use this snippet with Chris's family, you can say as signature, looking forward to meet you one of our Jakera destinations, Chris and the family, because his family is in there. Or when you would use this snippet, Chris and the team, because it has the whole team on it. But the faces are not really recognizable. So it's always good to play around with it. The one email you use this snippet, the other email you use another snippet, but just make it, you know, make it happy and not boring. So let's just use this one. So this is the snippet. So now I showed you, I will show it again. You see, you can also close this. Boop. Now all the things are gone. I open it. Just going to delete the snippet. So we had our email. I'm going to open the section here. I think this is the most, I can see the date. Yeah, this is the most recent snippet I made. Double click it. There it is. Now the cool thing about a snippet is that it already has some links that you want to add. So this is what we call the marketing wheel in action. After people signed up for the email, to be an email subscriber through Instagram, YouTube, or the website, you always want to refer them back again to those places where you want to follow up with them, meaning the Facebook group community, the YouTube channel, follow Jakera on Instagram, follow Jakera Colombia on Instagram, and see that there's more that Jakera does. It's the Kids Foundation Club. So you do not have to create this every time. This is super time consuming. It's ready to go. This helps people to connect with you in different places. So if they found Jakera through Instagram and they never found the Jakera Facebook group, they will be reminded here. If they are in the Jakera Facebook group because they're already customers, it can happen that they just subscribe. They will discover that there's more, that there's also Jakera Colombia, that there's a YouTube channel. They might be subscribing to the YouTube channel. The more subscribers, the better Jakera will be found. So it's all ways to pop up everywhere. So that's the snippet. Okay, let's keep it simple. We were doing the letter, right? We're gonna go back to doing some important rules, applying some important rules. So let me check if this is, this was really great that Meili decided to make it personal. How do you make it personal? I have to drag this. Let me drag this thing. I'm not sure if you see it, but it's my Zoom. You can make a letter personal, so the subscriber reads his own or her own name. Great idea. You do it by clicking on personalize. And you will see that you can choose first name. Choose first name. And you will see, hey, first name. Hey, Muriel. What, I see a typo. What about your plans for 2019? So we're gonna walk through it again. We're giving you the best service. We set up a new website. Check it out here. Now we're gonna link this sentence to the website. How are we gonna do it? I'm going to unmute you for a bit for the background noises, Meili. So if you want to say something.
It's just.
No worries.
They work here.
No worries. I'm going to mute you out for background noises. And if you want to just drop in and say something important, just mute out and ask my attention, okay? Okay, so now I can not hear you anymore. So, are we still recording? Are we still recording? Let me check. Yes, we're still recording. I just wanted to double check. Okay, we go back. So, how to make this a link? I go to the website of Jakera and I wanted to copy paste, copy this, go back to get response, go back to the letter. How do you make a link? And refer them to the website. Check it out here. Stand on it, click on link, go to URL, paste it. Okay, now you're gonna test it. Now the thing is, I cannot send a test email and read the email myself because it will go to the staff's email. But you can always stand on it. You see what I do? You want to test it before you're gonna use it. Stand on it. You see that this color's up blue. Look, now it's not blue. Stand on it, click on it one time. It's blue. When you click this icon, you see this link. Now copy paste it and check in your browser if it's indeed the right link and not a broken link. Always test your links. Preferable by sending a test email. So if you want to see this again, just watch the video again, okay? So this seems okay. The link is okay. Always test your links. I'm gonna repeat it 3 times. Always test your links, always test your links, preferably by sending a test message. You can send a test message, okay? Learn more about our destination, Costa Rica, Cuba, Colombia, or combine all 3 in the Latin American traveling classroom. Being involved all over the world to what's going on Jakera. Join the Jakera community on Facebook. Here and take part of all adventures. So now we're gonna go to the Facebook group. Great idea, Meili. I'm gonna go to Jakera Live. It's opening. So now we are the Jakera Live group. This is the group URL. Double click it, copy it, go back to the email. Here, you're gonna I'm gonna drop a link behind this. You see, make it, stand on it, select it, go to the link icon, paste the URL, say okay. That's all. Now you're gonna test it, stand on it. You see the icon is not colored up. Stand on it, click on it, stand on the URL, copy it, go to a browser, test it. Go to a browser, test it, click it, and see if the website pops up. Always test your links. I cannot be. You see, it goes exactly to the Facebook group. Go to the email, so the link is okay. Okay, great. So you referred to the website. Now I want them to pay attention more to that. I'm gonna make it bold. You know what? I'm gonna use an arrow. Arrows work. So this is more visible than this, because I asked this already a couple of times in the previous emails. Find our booking options here. This is great. So it's actually a really great email because this refers people to direct links. Now, tip, very important advice. Don't do this every email. People will feel sold. People will feel pitched. People don't like to have the feeling that they are sold. So always have an inspirational post in between or email in between. But once in a while, and I haven't done it before, refer them specifically to order forms, website, etc. So this is the right time. I'm gonna make the space disappear. So now we're going to go to the website again. Where is the booking form? Now let's see. Let's say we want to find the booking form of Costa Rica. Click Costa Rica. This is how you find the URL of a specific spot on the website. Let's scroll. Learn more about our Costa Rica programs. Just click on it, see where it brings you. Costa Rica programs. This is exactly what we were looking for. Copy the URL, go back to the email, find our booking options here. I'm gonna make this disappear. I'm gonna make this an arrow as well. We're not gonna be shy this time because we send lots of inspiration before sending out this email letter. So you see, click, the link is added. We're gonna test the link, stand on it. What link appears? We're gonna test it in another browser. Boom. Oh, that's not another browser, just another search. Yeah, the link is okay. It's okay. And please contact us. I know Chris doesn't like the ... It's typically how I write. You know what I do? I'm gonna make it a little bit more spacey. Because like this. You know what? I want them to see this more. I want people to book. How do you do it? I'm gonna show it to you. Highlight color. You see? I love this. Don't do it too much. It's gonna decrease the deliverability of the letter. But I just want to have this colored. Boom. You know what? I want the text be red. Boom. Because hey, we also, why doesn't it work? We also want direct bookings. Click. So you select, click, okay. I don't know why it's not working. That's really weird. Just forget it. That should be working. Could be a little error. Never mind, it's not important. So make a little space, find our booking options here, and please contact us from any questions. We are more than happy to help you find your individual program. Looking forward to meet you in one of the Jakera destinations. Chris and the team. You see the network that I just deleted, Meili, is here with direct links. But of course you can add icons and stuff. It's also a way. I just decided to teach everyone the most basic way to refer people to the social media platforms. But of course there are multiple ways. Just stick to this for a while. Okay, let's see. Now we're going to, I'm going to drag myself top left. And let's see what we have, because there are some final steps to make. We're almost done. We have an email. We can see how it looks on a mobile. So click on mobile preview and we can reread it here, how it looks on a mobile. This is where everyone will read it. Okay. And here you cannot help it. It will breaks down the sentences. Don't worry too much about it. You cannot really change it. Just stick, if you see it here, and this looks more or less okay, it should be okay. Okay, so now we're gonna double check it. Typos, the links, we have double checked it. I think it's a little bit too much space. Boom. I think we're done. We have a booking form. So the intention, what we wanted to do with this email is served, guiding them to specific pieces of the website. And that's awesome. Now, get your pen and paper. This is super important to never, ever forget. Now you'll have to go to, let me click this away. Yeah, now we have to do a step. Don't ask me why, it's just do it. You'll have to click plain text. First of all, I'm going to show you. You're going to check the spam score. So go to text message. This pops up. Scroll down. Click spam score. You're going to see it's 1.1059999. Basically, this should be okay. Don't go over 5, right? So having less pictures, having less colors, having less links, the less the better. That's a key rule in email marketing. But you do need links, you do need colors, you do need pictures. So keep it balanced, keep it slow, keep it small. We've tested it now. Now check out what will happen. I'm going to close it. Now we're going to do some trick. Go to plain text, click it. This will pop up. It's empty. Click HTML to plain. Click it. The text will appear. Now click wrap long lines. You don't see it right now because the sentences were quite short. But when the text, original text, will be in here, after clicking wrap long lines, it will shorten them. Now you click close. So I will show it again. Click plain text. Click HTML. Click this. Oh, look. Wrap long lines. You see it change now? It did change. Close. Now we're going to check the spam score. Spam score, it was 1.59999 and something. Now it's spam score 0.001. So this lowers the spam score. Just do it. Every email, it really helps you to deliver to more people, especially when they have set a very high spam security on their Gmail. Yeah. Now, we have done a lot of things. Now, as emailer, you want to get access to this address because you're going to, before you're going to send it out to the whole email list, could be hundreds to thousands of subscribers, valuable subscribers, future customers. You want to be able to double check. So you want to have access to the address where this text will be sent to. I'm going to send the test. Now, I do not have access to it because I have my ways to check it anyways, but maybe you want to perhaps, or all the other people watching this video, be sure that you can somehow read the text email, the test email, to really see how it looks like. After you've done it, you have double checked it. How does it look? So you go, for example, where's my phone? You're gonna go to your phone and you're gonna open the test email. Oh, it looks great. Yes, awesome. No weird spaces, no weird things. Cool. You're gonna save it as draft. Now you're gonna, it's saved. You always do that in between. Go to next step. Very, very final steps to do. There are, I'm gonna make myself disappear. So there are several lists, right? You're going to click the list that you want this to be sent. That's 99 people on the list. You're gonna click it. Boom. So you're not gonna send this to the buyers. You're not gonna send this to this. You're not gonna only to this. It's the biggest email list probably. That's the only thing that you gotta do. Next step, click, boom. Now, have you seen our new website yet? You want to edit it, click edit, go back to the email edit stuff. If you think it's fine, now this is cool. You always have to think, okay, what people I'm sending this to? There are a lot of European prospects of Jakera. I know that. So basically, but there are also US people who would love to book. So you want to send this on a time that is more likely for a lot of people to be awake when the email enters their email. So you have to think a little bit in international clocks. Just always click perfect timing, because GetResponse will help you to send it, to play a little bit about the set time that you are going to send this out, and deliver it on the most preferred time as the subscriber. That's like just what GetResponse does. Don't ask me how, I just don't know. I know it works. Now, there's two things to do. You can send it now, if it's an ideal time where everyone is awake. So Europe is 8 hours later. What time will it be in Europe? It's now around 2 plus 8. It will be like around 10:30 at night. Yeah, they will be awake. Colombia is awake. United States is more or less 2 hours earlier. Yeah, it's a little bit late, but this will be a preferred time to send out to the subscribers. Most people will be awake. If you want to do it, you just press send. Boom. But for this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to schedule it, because perhaps you were writing this while you were up late working around 11:30 and everyone is asleep in Europe and you want to send it the next day. Let's send it the next day. Click schedule. Now you're going to go to the date. Today is 6th, so you want to be sending it to the 7th. That will be a Monday. The cool thing is when you're going to schedule it, or you know exactly what day of the week this will be delivered, you can start your email saying Happy Monday, or so you can also play around with that. But to keep it simple, let's just schedule it for Monday morning. This is United States time, New York. Let's say, let's do it for 1 p.m. New York time. Europe will be awake. Costa Rica will be awake. A lot of people, you know what we do? We're going to do it around lunchtime. A lot of people will be checking out their email around lunch. 12:30 United States time. Yeah, that's Costa Rica time. Yeah, so we're going to do this and we're going to schedule it. Now I'm going to click it. It's going to be scheduled. It's an original email. This will be sent out and it's well done. Completed. Boom. Oh, now perhaps you think, hey, I just want to change that. So you're going to go to newsletters. You're going to go to, and then we're going to wrap up this training. Let me check. Let me check. There it is. I want to see my, I want to go to dashboard. I want to see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. You see? Newsletters, manage newsletters. Have you seen? This is scheduled. Now, if you want to change something about this, just click it again, go into it and edit things or reschedule. So that's how you do it. And I'm going to stop share my screen. I popped up back. I'm going to unmute you, Meili. So
Hi.
I have no clue how long I was talking, but this is more or less some extra information wrapped around the basic rules. Does that work for you? Does that make sense? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, it makes sense for me. No worry.
Okay, great. So to end the video, so I'll stop the recording in a second and I will not just disappear, Meili. I will just properly say bye. But for all the viewers here, so all the people who will be emailing for Jakera, I cannot highlight enough. Dive besides those techie things like how to make a link, how to add a picture. You should know a little bit or a little bit more than a little bit about what people want to read. What is necessary? Why do you email in the first place? I refer you back to the treat sheet, the cheat sheet that I made, where there is some strategies that you should know about and understand about email marketing. It's not pitching. It's just building up a relationship and follow up with your followers and your prospects. So every email should be a little bit different. And don't be afraid to pitch them once in a while, because you have to teach your list to buy from you. You have to refer them to your sales page sometimes, but also just they want to know you, like you, trust you. And if you see a big scale and make the balance, so one day you send some pictures that you can pick from the Facebook group, the other day you say, hey, we just added a new testimonial on the website, here you can check it out. It doesn't have to be a long email, just make them short and sexy. And best is also to make it easy, go to the cheat sheet and read a little bit and play around with it and be better every time. Have Chris looking over your shoulder to double check if he likes what you're sending out. Yeah, be awesome. I hope this video benefits you. I'm going to stop the recording. This was Muriel from Freedom Lifestyles Academy. See you in my next video.